there beating on the floor. I don't know what they did to my hair today, but I know it wasn't like this before I took my little nap. And chopped it up some more and put something in it to mess with my color again. I just washed it and started working on my repairs. It's looking all good this morning. I was sitting outside. I guess they mad. I guess that made them mad. All I can do is just keep it moving. All I can do right now at this time is just keep it moving. Shit was all flowy this morning. Now it's back looking all weird and stiff. There be something they doing to it that makes it dry and just ew. Take all the life out of it. My scalp was burning when I woke up this evening. I feel like they spraying some alcohol or some like perm. Something mixed with perm on it. Yep. And chopped it up a little more on my bangs. Chopped up my gold. They saw me combing, like I said, resetting my locks. I had this side looking real good this morning, yesterday and this morning. It kind of messed with this over here too. It feel a little shorter already than what it was earlier today. I wish I would have took a picture, but I wasn't real finished with it, They just up there being wild and loud. And stuff was looking good, y'all. It's looking good. Y'all know I know how to get it together now. It don't take much but these hands. And time and energy. The time and the energy is the part. Let me see what time it is right now. It's like 9 o'clock. Yeah, almost 9. It's almost 9 p.m. Hopefully the camera captures all that noise they're making up there. That's the goal. Slamming doors and beating on the floor with what sounds like a hammer or something. Yelling. It's acting upon food. Acting like wild animals. Like they big mad. They are big mad up there. My goal was popping this morning. After I finished, yesterday after I finished with it, my wash. I'm gonna wash it again. Gotta bring that life back. Gotta bring that life back into it. I'm gonna wash it again. Condition it again. Do it again. That's all I could do. My heart been hurting ever since they started cutting in my head and damaging my locks. So I'm trying to really, keep myself calm. Keep myself calm. I ain't trying to have no heart attack at 44. Just because hate is mad. trying to have no heart attack, y'all. It's getting there. It's coming together, coming back together. I'm trying to see, what I could do with it before just completely cutting it off. You hear them, huh? It's craziness. I got my little jazz going in the background. Like I said, it's all about just keeping myself in a safe space, mind, body, and spirit, regardless to what's going on around me, what's going on within other people. That's their own hate for their own selves. It's really not about me, It's not me that they hate themselves. They hate that they're not me. They can't be me. They hate it. And I'm bringing it back to life. Slowly but surely, one day at a time. Trying to bring my locks back to life. And like I said, they just hate to see it. So they just keep on chopping up my gold. They hate to see it. Yep. I don't know how they getting in here. How they getting in here to fuck with me. But definitely, I ended up falling asleep earlier, taking me a nap without my alarm system on. So, that was my bad. I'm trying my best to be on top of it at all times. Like, no matter what time of day it is, I have to be on top of it. Like, look at this shit. The stress they putting my hair under. I don't know how they doing it, how they getting away with it. But it's cool now. Like I'm over 50 days, 50 plus days, without any cannabis. No cannabis, no marijuana for the past 50 something days, y'all. And I'm still like trying to figure out why my my THC test isn't giving me an absolute negative. It's weird. Especially with all the detoxing that I've been doing. But I'm gonna keep on pushing forward, keep on pressing on. Like, look how they chopped all of this up right here. Like, they just be chopping in my hair. All of those little chopping and putting knots in it and cutting it and sewing it back together. Like, just weird, real weirdo ass shit. Real weirdo ass activity. I have never heard of such a thing. I've never heard of people, doing this kind of shit. Like, this is real witchcraft. I was cleaning the yard the other day, a couple of days ago, and I was cleaning the yard and I found, I've been combing through it, child. Combing through it and resetting it. But I was cleaning the yard the other day, and I get to the back of the yard and they got one of my little gold, and I was videoing myself as I was cleaning the yard, so I got to get a video of it. But I was cleaning the yard and they had one of my gold cupcake holders, containers, like the muffin thing that you bake the muffins in, the muffin tin. And why they had shit in it. They had done perfectly placed the dog shit inside of the muffin container. It was the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life, Like, who does that? Who has that kind of time? These people do. These people do. These people around here, these people that's in my current space and environment. But all of that witchcraft is being expelled from my space. It's being expelled from my environment because every weapon which is formed has been dismantled. You know, and that's real. I gotta do my nails. I still haven't done my nails because I've been working on my hair. But like I said, my goal was like doing what it's supposed to do this morning. It really was. I was all excited. It's like every time I be smiling about my hair, like, okay, I can do it. I may not have to cut it off. I can get it together. They come and start fucking with it again. And so what it was, I was sitting outside peacefully all morning. I kind of sat outside because it was really nice. It was really nice in the backyard. It had a nice little shade. Had some nice shade, some nice weather. It felt really good. So I sat outside with my computer, getting my schoolwork done, getting through some of my assignments and things like that. And I guess that pissed them off. I guess that seeing that really pissed them off. Because sure enough, I came in after that sun started beating me up for a while, and I had been up all morning. I had been up since like 3 or 4 this morning. And I wanted to come in and take a nap. It was like around 3:45, 3:45. Look, it was around 3:45ish when I woke up. And when I got up, I went in the mirror. My hair was, when I woke up, my scalp was like burning on this side right here with my gold at. And I was like, there they go again, God damn it. And I looked and I realized that I had done left my alarm system off. I'm like, well, I really have to be absolutely mindful of the situation, of the, of my environment, and the surroundings, my surroundings. I really have to be mindful of my surroundings, and of the people in it. So, that was my bad. I got caught slipping. Again because it ain't the first time, because they've been definitely busy. They've definitely been busy. But one thing I have never ever had a problem with is thin hair. Never in my life have I had a problem with thin hair. That's never ever been my issue. Never. Thickness. A lot of my hair has been always very thick, very full. I've always had very thick hair. And that's always been a problem for me. Not a problem for me, but it's a problem with getting my hair done. It's always been a problem with getting my hair done. Like, people always half do my hair. Like, it don't really be doing what I wanted to do. It's never given what I wanted to give. It's like very, very seldom. It's only been a couple of people that's maybe, gave me what I was looking forward to with my hair. So I definitely had to take matters into my own hands. So over the past, 10 years, I've been really keeping people out of my head for sure. And really, like, since I've been natural, I don't too much let people in my hair like that. The most I'll do is like a blowout or some braids. I might allow somebody else to do my braids too. Especially when I'm like, my schedule is busy and things like that. But other than that, I really, I do my own hair. I try to take care of my own hair. So we ain't got them kind of problems. And people still hate to see that. Like, it's ridiculous. I've never in my life, like, oh my God, never thought, that people could be that, just that weird. I keep saying weird, but just that vested into, destroying a person because of the way that they look, because of their beauty, because of their talent, because of their skills, because of the love that they have in their heart, because I'm truly a very loving person, always have been, I've always been a person to show up for everybody, I'm the one that no one should, but I'm yet and still I'm the one that no one else shows up for. So it's it's a place. It's definitely a rough place to be at times. Especially when you need someone. Especially when you want to have someone to talk to you, when you're searching, when you're seeking companionship. When you're seeking love, when you're seeking support. But I'm really, trying to get myself back into a space. I had kind of gathered up this energy to separate myself and to really, go within and the experience. It really brought me through like a life changing evolving. My life changed for the better, really. I'm more, spiritually inclined, and and I don't deny myself of what's being shown to me. What I can hear, what I can see, what I can sense, and what I can feel. I don't deny myself of it. And it makes a lot of people uncomfortable. But I just can't go back to a place of complacency or passiveness so much that I'm hurting myself. I'm feeling just down, and you know so I'm doing my best. I'm in nursing school, and it's not about like keeping up with anybody. I'm not looking to be a part of any systems or anything like that. It's just all about the desire that I have to make a better life for myself, to take better care of myself and the world around me. And it doesn't have to be from a hands-on stance or perspective or place or anything like that, but it is something that God has placed on my heart to do. So I'm going forward with it, and it's like people, no matter where I go, it's like everyone is doing their best to stop me, to block me, to slow me down, and it's just wrenching. It's really heart-wrenching. It's really, really heart-wrenching. But the more I get to a place where I can say no, where I can put up those boundaries, where I can do the things that I need to do to protect myself, and a lot of it is just staying away from people. At the end of the day, that's what I realized. It's just really staying away from people, and it may not be forever, but for now, for sure, just stay away from people. And as best I could, deal with what I have to deal with, and for the most part, just kind of stay with self, stay within, and continue being spiritual obedient. My spiritual obedience is the most relevant source of just stomping across the floors for no reason. It's just pure ignorance. But we're gonna let them be big mad. They can be as mad as they want to be. What they can't do is destroy the peace that God has created within me. Even though I know that that's what the goal is. I understand that that's what the goal is. So now I have to, respond better. At one time it was just when they first started, they've been here about 3 months, almost 4 months now, maybe. But look, slamming the doors like for absolutely no reason, just to disrupt my peace, But you know, I realized, and I've been calling the police and calling the property management, and I realized everything just because of the color of my skin. The script is easily flipped. So I realized, I can't call on these people because it's already a one-sided situation. It's already you know, a situation where it's just so easy for race to decide, the factor or who's right or who's wrong. Folks want me to be delusional and crazy and out of my mind so bad. It's crazy. It's crazy. They're crazy. This world is crazy. So like I said, I've gotten to a place where I just want to be with self. I want to be within. I want to feel love and not be, and not be and not be dependent upon reciprocity, and not be dependent upon another being. So yeah, but y'all have a blessed night.